refine, refine, refine. Let's talk about the word refine. So, refine is a verb, which means it's an action word that tells us what someone or something is doing. In common usage, you can use refine to mean making something better or more precise, such as refining one's skills in a sport or art, or refining a scientific process to get a more accurate result. For example, after years of practice, she refined her piano technique and became an excellent player. It can also mean purifying or making something free from impurities, like water being refined through distillation. One special note about the usage of refine is that it often implies a process of improvement or purification that involves careful consideration, attention to detail, and sometimes even repetition. The concept of refining is quite versatile and can be applied in various settings. In a formal setting such as a university lecture hall, a professor might say, as we refine our understanding of quantum mechanics, we're able to make more accurate predictions about particle behavior. Here, refine refers to the process of making something more precise or detailed. On a casual evening out with friends at a coffee shop, someone might remark, "I've been trying to perfect my recipe for chocolate cake, but I think I need to refine the ratio of sugar to cocoa powder." In this context, refine means to make adjustments or improvements to get something just right. In a business setting such as a marketing meeting, a manager might suggest, "Let's refine our target audience demographics by analyzing customer data and feedback from social media." Here, refine implies a more nuanced or detailed understanding of the desired outcome or clientele. So, you're trying to get better at doing something? Maybe it's a skill, or a way of thinking, or even just how you communicate with others. Well, there's this process that helps you make small but important improvements over time. You see, when we do something, like speak, write, or even think, sometimes our first attempts might not be perfect. We might use the wrong words, or struggle to say what we mean. But, through practice and feedback, we can take those initial efforts and, bit by bit, make them more precise, more effective, and more enjoyable for ourselves and others. This process helps us become better at whatever it is we're trying to do. And it's something that many people do naturally, even if they don't think about it as a specific step. Relax. 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 So, let's break down the word relax. As a verb, it means to become less tense, calm, and quiet in mind or body, often because you're getting away from something that was stressing you out. For example, after finishing my exams, I'm going to relax at the beach for a week. You can also use it as an adjective to describe someone who is calm and peaceful, like a relaxing person. The key thing to remember about relax is that it's often used in contrast to being stressed or anxious. So, when you're feeling really wound up, saying you need to relax is like saying you need a break from all the tension. To help you manage stress during exams, I recommend taking short breaks to relax in the library's quiet room. I'm going to take 15 minutes to relax and recharge before my next study session. This example sentence uses the word relax in a casual conversation context where the speaker is trying to unwind and refocus. On the other hand, if you're planning a beach vacation with your friends, you might say, "After our long drive, I think we should all relax by the pool for the rest of the day." This sentence uses the word relax in a casual conversation context where the speaker is suggesting a leisurely activity. In a more formal setting, such as a business presentation or academic paper. You might say, to facilitate team collaboration and improve productivity. Employees are encouraged to relax their work schedules on Fridays to allow for more flexible work arrangements. This example sentence uses the word relax in a more formal context where the speaker is discussing workplace policies and employee well-being. So you know when you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed and you just need to calm down and unwind. That's what this word is all about. To be in that state means your body and mind are taking it easy. Like a gentle wave on a quiet beach. Your muscles feel loose and calm. And you might even feel sleepy. It's like your inner battery is recharging. Some other words that mean the same thing are unwind, distress, or take it easy. And when someone tells you to do this, they're usually suggesting you take a break from what you're doing. Sit down, and maybe even close your eyes for a bit. It's like giving yourself permission to pause and let go of all the tension and worries that might be building up inside. Restrain. 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 So, let's talk about the verb restrain. It's an interesting word that can have different connotations depending on the context in which it's used. As a part of speech, restrain is a verb that means to hold back or prevent someone or something from doing something they might otherwise do. In common usage, you'll often see restrain used in situations where someone needs to be held accountable for their actions. For example, the police had to restrain the rioter to stop them from causing more harm. However, it's worth noting that when we say someone is being restrained, it can sometimes imply a level of force or coercion being used, which is why restrain has a slightly stronger connotation than words like hold back or prevent. The judge had to instruct the police officers to restrain the suspect until he could be taken to court for questioning about the alleged theft of millions of dollars from the charity's vault. In this formal usage, restrain implies holding someone back to prevent them from causing harm or escaping justice. Meanwhile, at a backyard barbecue, Sarah's mischievous friend, Alex, was getting too rowdy and had to be restrained by their host from jumping into the neighbor's pool without permission. In a casual conversation, restrain is often used to describe holding someone back from doing something they shouldn't or might regret. Hey there. So, you're trying to learn about this concept that's kind of hard to wrap your head around at first. To help with that, let me explain it in simpler terms. When someone is feeling really upset, angry, or out of control, and we want them to calm down and behave peacefully, we need to find ways to help them relax and feel more comfortable. It's like putting a gentle brake on their emotions, so they don't get too overwhelmed or do something they might regret later. We use all sorts of methods to achieve this, like taking deep breaths, talking calmly, or even just giving them some space to think. This concept is really important in helping people manage their feelings and behaviors, especially when things get really tough.